Welcome to the Black and Blue Review. We all saw the game, that 42-13 lopsided game. Let's get into it. Based on their performance and statistics, the Carolina Panthers were objectively a bad team during the 2024 NFL season. However, as of week 4 of the 2025 season, the narrative is more nuanced, with signs of improvement balanced by continued struggles. The statistics from 2024 paint a picture of a historically bad team. The team set an NFL record for most points allowed in a season with 534, eclipsing the previous record held by the 1981 Colts. The Panthers finished the season with a 5-12 record and missed the playoffs. The season ended with the worst point differential in the league at minus 193. While the Panthers got off to a slow start in the 2025, there have been some signs of life, particularly on the defensive side. The team started with an 0-2 record through the first 2 weeks. A startling statistic emerged. The Panthers have not held a single lead for a second of game time. In week 4, they experienced a humiliating 42-13 loss to the New England Patriots, with special teams errors setting the tone. Offensive coordinator Brad Isaac has come under fire for inconsistent play calling and the offensive struggles. The defense, historically a major weakness, has shown promise under coordinator Ejiro Evero. In week 3, the defense had a breakout performance, pitching a 30-0 shutout against the Atlanta Falcons. The overall defensive rankings have improved significantly compared to last year's historic low. Through week 3, the defense ranked 8th in points allowed and 21st in yards allowed. The unit has shown an improved ability to create turnovers, an area of focus of the team. The offense, led by quarterback Bryce Young, has been inconsistent, particularly in the run game. Injuries to the offensive line have hampered the team's ability to establish a foundation, a goal of the coaching staff. The narrative surrounding the Carolina Panthers is complex. While they were unquestionably a bad team in 2024, significant defensive improvements in 2025 suggest the team may be turning a corner. However, offensive inconsistencies and embarrassing losses like the one against the New England Patriots demonstrate that they are far from a serious contender at this point. The key for Carolina will be to build on the defensive momentum while finding solutions for their offensive struggles. Let's go. Rock with me 1 second. I saw something I wanted to get into, and while we get into it, while I'm looking at it, all right, I got it. Just bear with me for 1 second. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. That seems to be about as far as the Carolina Panthers can get in this extended run of losing seasons. Even when it appears that they have finally turned the corner, things quickly go downhill, as they did in today's 42-13 road loss to the New England Patriots, who won just 4 games last season. Speaking of last season, Bryce Young finished the 2024 campaign on a pretty high note, so much so that he seemed to have locked up the franchise quarterback label and will continue to rise to a star level. Right. Hold on. Okay, I got that. Dave Canales absolutely will be the Panthers' Dave Canella said Bryce Young absolutely will be the Panthers starting quarterback next week. That hasn't happened, and it's a sign of how poorly things have gone. The head coach Dave Canales was asked after today's game if Young would start next week. Yeah, Bryce Young's absolutely still starting. Okay, Andy Dalton eventually came in and replaced Young in the fourth quarter when the results was already well determined. However, Dalton showed during his midseason string of starts last year that he looks good when he faces a far below average defense. And his age, and at his age, he's never going to be a QB1 again. It's too early. It's too early to tell what what practice squad quarterback Hendon Hooker can be, as he's only thrown 9 passes in his pro career so far. And if the Panthers want to find out answers to that question, they pretty much have to give up on the 2025 season. If that happens, there's a good reason to believe whoever winds up as the Panthers starter would be better served doing it under a different head coach. Young does have to perform better, but for now, Dave Canales is still by far this team's biggest problem. Right. We gonna get into that. I'm probably on the next video. So